Good morning, students. This is Nandini physics tutorial for IIT JAM. This is Nandini physics tutorial from IIT JAM for IIT JAM, GATE and CSIR NET. So this is about lecture 6. Okay, so this is about lecture 6. In this lecture, I explain the concepts like orbital magnetic moment. Okay, so orbital magnetic moment. Orbital magnetic moment. So this is called orbital magnetic moment. This is also called mu L. So this is orbital angular momentum. Okay. Before I explain the orbital magnetic momentum, once again I consider hydrogen-like atoms, hydrogen atom from Bohr theory. So according to Bohr theory, so the hydrogen atom, he was considered hydrogen atom according to Bohr theory. There is a proton inside the atom, okay, and the electron revolve around this proton. Okay, so now electron revolving in a circular orbit, okay, around this proton charge, then the revolving electron will gives some current in this coil. Okay, it look like be a current carrying conductor, okay, like current carrying coil. So if electron, the movement of electron in this direction, then definitely current will be creating in this direction. So according to magnetic moment, mu L is equal to, see, the current into area of the atom. So this is called current I into area of the atom. So consider this area is like, look like be a circle, okay, right now. So this area is nothing but circle area, okay. So therefore the area is nothing but pi r square, because this is the distance r. Distance r from proton to electron, distance is r, and see the electrons revolving in this direction, opposite there is a current creating in this atom. So this current I and the area of the atom. So the area of the atom is like be a circle, that's called, therefore that is nothing but total area is nothing but pi r square. Okay. So mu L is equal to I into, this is area is nothing but pi r square. But see here, I is nothing but, I'll simply write current I is nothing but charge per time period. So charge is nothing but electron. So electron by time period. See, charge is nothing but electron here. The electron charge we are consider. Electron charge is nothing but E by T. Okay, because current is nothing but charge per time. Charge per time means otherwise a time period. So time period means one electron completely revolving, how much time taken to revolving, otherwise the time taken to complete one revolution is called time period. Okay, so time period I want to find. So simply I substitute this, mu L is equal to E by T into pi r square. So this is the value. Now, so what is the time period? I want to find out the time period. Time period is nothing but, see, actually what is the relation between time period? Time period formula is simply write omega is equal to angular frequency of electron, omega is equal to 2 pi by T only. Okay, then simply you introduce 1 by T is nothing but frequency. Okay, otherwise you simply write this equation is into, see, time period T is equal to, this is nothing but 2 pi r. Okay, don't need to write these things. So time period T is equal to simply 2 pi r divided by V. So this is the time period. Okay, so simply substitute this time period into this equation. Mu L is equal to, see this E into simply reverse reciprocal EV by 2 pi R into pi R square. So cut 1 R square, 1 R and pi pi. So you will get mu L is equal to, what is the final equation? Mu L EV divided by EVR. 1 R will be remaining divided by 2. So this is called magnetic moment. Mu L is equal to EVR by 2. So here I want to find out orbital magnetic moment. For that purpose, I will consider once again hydrogen atom. So in hydrogen atom, according to Bohr theory, this hydrogen atom, the electrons revolving around this proton. Okay, proton having charge, because proton here acts as a nucleus. So at a charge at a distance r, though electrons revolving in a circular path means the current will be create in opposite direction of this path. So I want to find out the magnetic momentum right now. Magnetic momentum is nothing but I into A, area cross section into area into current. So from this equation, what is the I value? Charge per time period. So that's called I is equal to E by T, and mu L is equal to I into pi R square. So therefore mu L is equal to E by T into pi R square. So simply substitute T is nothing but 2 pi R by omega. Okay, so how you will get this time period? Actually V is equal to R omega. So this is the general equation. Then V is equal to R into, what is this value? 2 pi F. Okay, then simply F is equal to V by 2 pi R. Okay, so reciprocal of frequency is nothing but time period. Time period is equal to 2 pi R by V. So you will get this equation like, okay. So simply, now this is the value of orbital angular momentum. So actually this magnetic momentum is also quantized property. The magnetic moment is also having a quantized property. Like orbital angular momentum is also quantized quantity. So according to orbital angular momentum, so that L is equal to mvr is equal to, this is also integral multiples of 2 pi, integral multiples of h by 2 pi. So this is also a quantized concept. Okay, so angular momentum is quantized as well as magnetic momentum is also quantized, because magnetic quantized means electron revolving around this atom. Okay, so we want to find out magnetic quantum number. Actually using magnetic moment we will find out magnetic moments. Whenever electron charged particle is revolving any circular coil, according to Biot-Savart law, it creates a magnetic field. Okay, so due to that magnetic field, it will create some magnetic moment. Okay, I want to find out that magnetic moment right now. So L is equal to mvr by 2. Simply substitute, take the ratio of both. So ratio, you will take the ratio of mu L divided by L. Okay, so this ratio will gives EVR divided by 2 in divided by mvr. Okay, so simply you will cancel these things. Okay, you will get EVR by 2 into mvr. So VR will be cancelled. Then the value of mu L divided by L value is equal to E by 2m. So this is called gyromagnetic ratio. So this is called gyromagnetic ratio. Gyromagnetic ratio means it is a ratio of magnetic moment to angular momentum. Okay, so it is ratio of magnetic moment to angular momentum. So we will get this is a gyromagnetic ratio. From this equation, the value of this value is almost all negative. Why? Because the electron moving in this direction, but current moving in opposite direction. Okay, so for that purpose, the angular momentum is always opposite to the direction. So this is the angular momentum direction. Like I'll here. So this is the atom. This is the center point. Now angular momentum L is equal to indicates in this direction. Okay, exact magnetic moment opposite direction you will consider. Sorry, angular momentum direction is this direction, because if current, if electron is moving this direction, the thumb finger indicates the direction of angular momentum. At the same time, current is moving in this direction. So therefore your magnetic moment is indicated in downward direction. So exactly opposite magnetic moment will be creating. This is the atom. So electron moving in this direction and current is moving in this direction. Due to current movement, we will get magnetic moment is in downward direction. Due to electron revolving, angular momentum will be in upward direction. Okay, so this is the reason, angular momentum. So therefore we have a minus sign indicates here. So we will consider the magnitude of magnetic momentum, because in this rotation the angular momentum direction is changed but magnitude never change. Okay, so I'll explain in next concept, Larmor-Precious. In that experiment we will explain how the angular momentum will be changed, orientation will be changed. Okay, so in this rotation, direction of angular momentum changes, change. Okay, but not magnitude, so that's why you will take mu L is equal to E by 2m, take minus y opposite direction. Okay, minus y into mod L. So this is called your magnetic momentum. So this is called magnetic momentum equation, magnetic momentum. Okay, magnetic momentum of orbital. Okay, otherwise orbital angular momentum. So simply I'll get the one equation. That equation is mu L is equal to minus E by 2h. Okay, minus E by m 2m by into L, expectation of L. Okay, so this is the theory. Simply you will convert this equation into Bohr magneton. Okay, for that purpose I introduce one concept. See, so I want to derive actually Bohr orbital magnetic momentum. Okay, see, in this equation I introduce L is nothing but angular momentum. So this value L is equal to nh by 2 pi. Okay, so simply substitute that equation into mu L. So mod mu L is equal to, what will happen, minus E by 2m into, see what is L value? L value is nothing but nh by 2 pi. So simply take mu L is equal to minus EH by 4 pi m into n. Okay, so this value is called Bohr magneton. Okay, so this is approximately equal to, value is equal to 1.09 into 10 power, so simply 10 power minus 24 ampere meter inverse. Okay, so this is the Bohr magneton value. Okay, so simply you will mention that Bohr magnetic value. So this Bohr magnetic value is represented mu b. Okay, so this is the Bohr magneton. Now mu L is equal to mu b into, okay, small n. So this is called magnetic moment in terms of Bohr magneton. Okay, so simply right now I'll explain another concept. So this is a Bohr magneton. If you are, once again I'll consider this equation only. Using this equation, so I'll introduce a factor. Okay, see, once again I consider this equation, minus mu L is equal to minus E by 2m into L. Okay, so simply take the value mu L is mod mu L is equal to, see, ZL into E by 2m into mod L. Okay, so I'll consider in magnitude. Okay, after then you will write minus, no problem, minus you will write it minus, no problem. So take only minus only. Okay, so minus E by m. Okay, where GL is called Landé's G factor. Okay, Landé's G factor for orbital magnetic momentum. For orbital magnetic momentum, GL value is equal to 1. So orbital magnetic momentum, its values represent 1 because I introduced GL value inside, but this is indicate right now 1. So for orbital magnetic momentum, the Landé G factor value is always indicates 1. So this is the equation about for suppose if you consider in terms of spin magnetic momentum, in spin magnetic momentum this Landé G factor equal to 2, because spin magnetic momentum it is not equal to 1, it is equal to 2, because the spinning level means the level will be, the splitting of level will be change. Okay, so this if you once again you will consider this equation in terms of magnetic spin magnetic momentum. Okay, so I want to take this equation in terms of magnetic spin momentum. See, in magnetic spin momentum, spin magnetic momentum. So this equation is minus mu s, mod mu s is equal to Zs into E by 2m into mod. Okay, so if you consider this minus is magnitude means always it is not minus. If you are right in magnitude, no need to write minus also. Okay, so this G value is Landé's G vector. Right now in magnetic mu s it is a 2 value. So these are the difference only. This is the Landé G factor for orbital magnetic momentum is always represent 1, and Landé G factor for magnetic momentum, spin magnetic momentum is always represent 2. So take almost GL value as 1 for orbital, and the magnetic momentum is always take 2 for spin. Okay, right, simply, so note please everything. Right. Now the next concept is Larmor precision. Larmor precision. Okay. What about Larmor precision? So generally it is also called as an external magnetic field. Okay, when a magnetic dipole is placed in an external magnetic field, it will show it. Otherwise, it is called a Larmor precision also. Okay, so I want to write Larmor precision. Larmor. Larmor precision. Okay, Larmor, Precession. Larmor precision. So it is nothing but omega. Okay, Larmor precision or magnetic dipole. Magnetic dipole in an external field. Okay, so this is also called as magnetic dipole. If you consider the atom, whatever the atom we are consider hydrogen atom, right now it behaves like a dipole. Now if these dipoles are placed in any external magnetic field, what will happen? See, in a hydrogen atom, hydrogen atom, according to Bohr theory, this atom is revolving, the center, that is positive, proton having a center So this atom consists of center proton and electron revolving this direction. And right now I introduce this concept in external magnetic field. So right now the atom is introduced in external magnetic field. So the actually what is the angular momentum direction? So this is the angular momentum direction L. Okay, and external magnetic field, if you apply the external magnetic field in this direction, so this is external magnetic field direction, capital B, B external. Okay, so this is called external magnetic field. When this atom is introduced in an external magnetic field, okay, so therefore due to the interaction of this magnetic field, the orbital, the angular momentum will be rotating about this external magnetic field. So simply I draw this diagram in C in this case. So this is the actually magnetic field direction, okay, and this is the angular momentum. Okay, so this is the angular momentum. Now this angular momentum is rotating. Okay, so interaction with this this angular momentum is interact with the magnetic field, and this magnetic field right now the orbital angular momentum is rotating in like, so this is called precession actually. Okay, so this rotation is called precession, because why we are called as precession means the angular momentum direction will be changed in every time, but the magnitude is the same. Okay, so magnitude is never changed, but the direction is changed. After some time this dipole is this angular momentum is maybe here, it will be moment at center, otherwise down, whatever it may be, but precession is like, okay, so it will be precession, it will be rotated in this manner. Okay, so opposite of this angular momentum we will get a magnetic moment mu L. Okay, it is opposite direction, it will create a magnetic moment. Okay, so this magnetic moment also it makes an angle theta, and it is from 180 minus theta. So every time the angle of rotation of this orbital angular momentum will be changed. After some time maybe it will come to this direction. Okay, after some time it will maybe come to this direction. This is called L. Okay, now this is called magnetic moment mu L. So every time the rotation and direction of magnetic field change, but the direction of rotation of angular momentum is changed, but the magnitude never changes. Okay, understand? So if this angular momentum is rotating through this external magnetic field, so what will be happen? So this external magnetic field tau will be creating, so that is called torque acting on this thing. So the torque tau is equal to dl by dt. Understand? Tau is nothing but torque. So that angular momentum, changing angular momentum with respect to time is called torque. So when angular momentum is rotating about this external magnetic field, it will create a torque. Generally angular momentum is rotating through a magnetic field. So angular momentum rotating through external magnetic field. So this is called angular momentum rotating through external magnetic field. Okay, so therefore the torque is equal to mu L into cross B. So this is called, now if this angular momentum is also rotating, now exactly the magnetic momentum, at the same time magnetic momentum is also rotating through this magnetic field. Okay, so this magnetic moment also rotating, this magnetic moment also produced some torque. Okay, so this torque acting on this axis. What is the direction of torque? So see, the direction of torque is perpendicular to angular momentum direction. The direction of torque is perpendicular to angular momentum. So it will rotate like this. Okay, so that means rotation like this. This outward direction will indicates the direction of torque. Okay, so the direction of torque is always opposite to the orbital magnetic moment, orbital angular momentum. Understand? So this is the concept actually. So direction of tau So direction of tau, tau means torque, is perpendicular to L. Okay, so direction of tau is perpendicular to L. Okay, angular momentum direction changes, but its magnitude never changes. From this equation I already explained all these things. Okay, so therefore I want to prove that, because every time the rotation will be changed, okay, because the direction change from after some time the the angular momentum comes here, okay, after some time it will come to here, like that. So for suppose the magnetic field, right now I'm using sketch, okay, see when this is the external magnetic field, okay, so when atom is placed in external magnetic field, its angular momentum is rotating. This is the angular momentum L, which is rotating in this orbit. Okay, after some time this L will come to here. Okay, so this is after some time. So this is nothing but changing angular momentum. So this is represents changing angular momentum. So this is represent what is changing angular momentum. So changing angular momentum is delta L. So that is nothing but delta L. And this is nothing but d theta. Okay, that is called changing angle. How much will be changed? This is the new position of angular momentum. So which is this direction, which is this direction, okay, which makes an angle alpha. What is the value? This is called L sine theta, because L components of radius, okay. So the radius of, this is the radius, okay. So this is the changing length dl, okay, delta L is nothing but dl, changing length. So if you consider what is your angle, arc angle, so arc d theta is equal to dr by r, okay, simply represent dr by r is the arc angle. So what is the value of d theta? So d theta is nothing but omega times dt, okay, because the angular velocity, because it moves with an angular velocity omega with external magnetic field. So it moves an angular velocity with an external magnetic field. So therefore d theta is nothing but the total changing angle. That changing angle is represent angular velocity into changing time, because time will be changed for every precision, okay. So therefore we will write right now I want to find out the value of, I will find what is the omega. Omega is nothing but angular frequency. So right now I'll find out this omega dt. So d theta is equal to omega times dt, okay, is equal to what is the, from this equation what is d theta value? See, I want to find out this d theta value. D theta means this is a cos theta, like opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is nothing but what is that? That is dl divided by opposite by hypotenuse is nothing but L sine theta, okay. So this is the value dl. So from this figure, see, this is the figure actually, like, so this is changing angle dl, this is d theta, and this is called L sine theta, okay. So right now this is the opposite by hypotenuse, that is called sine theta value. If theta is very small, so compared, so that's why we will consider d theta. So that d theta value is nothing but dl divided by sine L sine theta, okay. So therefore omega into dt is equal to dl L sine theta. So simply write omega is equal to dl by dt into 1 L sine theta, okay. What is dl by dt? That is nothing but external torque. So therefore omega is equal to tau divided by L into sine theta, okay. So this is the value of angular moment, angular frequency. So angular velocity omega is equal to tau into L sine theta. So simply substitute, see, in this equation I'll substitute here. So simply substitute, so omega, but Omega is equal to, see here I am, what is the tau value? Tau, already I proved that tau is equal to magnetic moment mu L into B cross, because this magnetic moment, the magnetic momentum is also precision about external magnetic field. So you simply write this is mu L cross B, okay, mu L cross B and L sin theta. Okay, so this is a cross product, mu L B sin theta divided by L sin theta. So simply sin theta cancel, omega is equal to mu L divided by L into B. Okay, but what is the mu L by L is nothing but gyromagnetic ratio. So this is called gyromagnetic ratio, and its value is mu L by L is equal to E by 2m. So already previously I will get. So omega is equal to EB by 2m. So this is called Larmor precious. So this is called Larmor precision. Okay. So this is called Larmor precision. Okay. So you will get Larmor precision. Based on this Larmor precision, it is very important for IIT JAM and GATE. Okay, so based on this this problem, based on this formula, you will get lot of problems. So this is about Larmor precious, otherwise magnetic dipole in an external field. If you place any dipole in an external magnetic field, okay, actually this atom behaves like a dipole. Why? Because if electron moving is this direction, current will be produced in opposite direction. So this is a positive charge, this is negative charge. So first suppose it is look like in a magnetic dipole. So this magnetic dipole is now placed in external magnetic field. Due to the external magnetic field, the angular momentum is interacted with the magnetic field, and it is rotating about this external magnetic field. So this rotation is called precession. So every time it will be precession in all direction. At the same time, angular momentum opposite a magnetic momentum will be creating. That magnetic momentum is also interacted with the magnetic field. So due to the interaction of magnetic field, we will get torque, external torque acting that magnetic field. So that external torque tau is equal to mu L cross B bar. So using this concept, I explain Larmor precision. Okay. So now the next concept, magnetic moment. So if I am explain what is the magnetic moment. Okay. So in simply I'll explain a conclusion, final conclusion of all these things. Okay. See, finally, this is very helpful for magnetic moment. Actually, magnetic moment is two types. So this is called orbital magnetic moment, and one is a spin magnetic momentum. Because the gyromagnetic ratio mu L by mod L is equal to E by 2m. So keep it one side. Okay. So otherwise you will take mu S by S is also E by 2m only. So that is called gyromagnetic ratio. That is called magnetic moment is considered in two types, orbital and angular momentum, spin magnetic momentum. So what is the magnetic momentum? Mu L is equal to GL into E by 2m into mod L. So this is the magnetic moment of orbital magnetic moment, and this is a spin magnetic moment is mu S is equal to GS into E by 2m into L bar, S bar, sorry, mod S. Okay. So you will consider a magnitude, that's why no need to write minus sign. Okay. So no need to write minus sign. Mu L is equal to GL E by 2m magnitude L, and magnitude of mu S is equal to GS E by 2S. So simply put the values of expectation values according to quantum mechanics. So according to quantum mechanics, take the expectation value mu L is equal to GL E by 2m into H cross, otherwise H by 2 pi root over L into L plus 1. So this is the expectation value of angular momentum is h cross root over L into L plus 1. So this is the expectation value of angular momentum. So similarly, take the expectation value of magnetic momentum. Gs is equal to E by 2m into h by 2 pi root over s into s plus 1. Okay, so simply you will write mu L is equal to GL times C. This is called EH by 4 pi m into root over L into L plus 1. Okay, so this value is mu S, okay, into Gs into EH by 4 pi m into root over S into S plus 1. So this is, what is this, is nothing but Bohr magneton. So therefore mu L is equal to GL mu B, this is Bohr magnet, into root over L into L plus 1. So this is the Bohr magneton, magnetic moment of orbital magnetic moment. Okay, so this is nothing but mu S is equal to Gs into mu B, Bohr magneton, into root over S into S plus 1. So this is called spin magnetic momentum. Okay, so orbital magnetic momentum, spin magnetic momentum. Understand? Everything will be coming. So this is the orbital angular momentum, this is the spin magnetic momentum. Okay, so if you consider the total magnetic momentum is there, one important topic is total angular momentum. So angular momentum and spin orbital momentum, magnetic momentum, spin magnetic momentum. So what is the total magnetic momentum? Total magnetic momentum is nothing but capital J. So using this equation, you will get, okay, J, total magnetic momentum. Okay, so I want to find out the total magnetic momentum right now, J. So total magnetic momentum is nothing but orbital angular momentum plus spin angular momentum. So total magnetic momentum. So total magnetic momentum is capital J, which is nothing but L plus S. Okay, orbital momentum, orbital quantum number plus spin quantum number. So both are nothing but addition of that is called angular momentum. Then what is the total angular momentum? Total magnetic momentum is mu J. Okay, so this is called actually total magnetic quantum number. So this is called total quantum number, total orbital quantum number. Okay, so this is the total magnetic moment mu J. Then mu J is equal to, okay, so here mu J we are using GJ, okay, so GJ and mu B, Bohr magnet into root over J into J plus 1. So this is also having a proof, but no need to solve everything in proof. So using these equations, I will write this equation. Using this equation, I will write this equation. See, this is orbital magnetic momentum, this is a spin magnetic momentum. Due to using of these two magnetic quantum numbers, actually using first of all orbital quantum number, spin quantum number. So that is called total orbital number. So total orbital number. So the total orbital number is capital J, and we are simply write that is nothing but L plus S. So orbital quantum number, spin quantum number is called total quantum number, total orbital quantum number. Okay, so total orbital quantum number, and simply write total magnetic moment mu J. So therefore magnetic moment mu J, from this equation how you will get all these things, similarly you will get total magnetic moment also. So this is the total magnetic moment equation. Here Gj is nothing but Landé G factor. So this is Gj is nothing but Landé G factor. Okay, so you can write that Landé G factor Gj is equal to 1 plus C. Generally Landé G factor can be write 1 plus expect J minus L plus mod S divided by 2 times J into S. Okay, so this is the actually sorry, 2j square. So this is the Landis G factor. This is also having one proof. Actually, we have a proof of Landis G factor. So no need to write proof here, because in computative view I will explain all these things. So Gj is equal to, you can write simply, this is 1 plus j into j plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 plus S into S plus 1 divided by, see, up to divide here only. Okay, so 1 plus. This is actually 1 plus. So 2 times j into j plus 1. So this is your Landis G factor. Okay, so this is the Landis G factor formula. So this lecture is over. Tomorrow we will explain another topic. Okay, lecture 7. Thank you very much.